We were trying to do some X streaming and it really didn't come to fruition. It turns out you can't do chats on an X live stream, so it's actually a good place for a live stream lecture. You have to have a third party create a chat for you and then import it. And so I will be working on setting that up. I've got to get a verified X profile to do that. So I'm going to be going live on Instagram instead in a few minutes. So you can join me all there on Instagram, because I don't know what's happening with X or why we can't do our chat there. But Instagram allows you to have chat, a live chat going during a live stream. So join us for our live stream on Instagram. Let me see here. I'm going to wait till some people are here, and then maybe one of my moderators can put the social media handles in the chat for us. So yeah, no X streaming today. I will be answering all of your questions. I'm going to be doing that on Instagram instead, because the X doesn't allow chatting without a third-party source. So I'm going to get a third-party set up, so I needed to plan that a little bit better, and then we can do a live stream on X with Q&A. Yeah. And so I'm going to, Harry, can you put the Instagram handle here? Because I will be on Instagram live streaming for the next hour for another hour of Q&A, Ask Me Anything. So if you're just joining us and you're coming from X and nothing's going on there, that's because I had to cancel the live stream because it wasn't working. I wasn't able to get chat working, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that by getting a third party. So next week we can stream on X, but today I'm going to stream on Instagram instead. Okay, that's all right, Harry. Don't worry about it. So for... let me see here. So yeah, if you can't join us on, so X is not working for us to actually do a chat and me to do a Q&A about history and social studies. So instead I'm going to be doing my live stream on Instagram, answering all of your questions there. So our Q&A will take place. We'll have another hour of me answering all of your questions. And that'll start about 7:30 or so on Instagram. So please join us on Instagram and not on X, because X just doesn't work for having a chat. I need to set up a third party and I need to get a verified account. So once I do that and I'm at my little blue check mark, then we can do a live stream on X probably next week instead. That's okay, Harry, don't worry about it. So yeah, join us on, so don't join us here for Q&A. We just had an hour of Q&A here at the Friendly Neighborhood History channel. Join us on X instead, or sorry, on Instagram, because X is not working. X is being kind of a butt about it. So you can join us on Instagram, where I'll be answering all of your questions related to history, social studies, and the like for the next hour or so. And I'm just waiting so we can get Hars back in here, and he can give us the streaming for let me see. So we can get the, so yeah. This is the Friendly Neighborhood History channel. We just had our Q&A, Ask Me Anything live stream about history, social studies, and the like, where you can ask me anything you would like about any of that. If you enjoy history and everything, consider liking and subscribing. And we're going to be going over to Instagram for an hour of live streaming, our first ever live streaming, not here. We tried to do it on X, but it wasn't working. And Casper, you got your shout out. Hello there, yeah. Goddess, hello. And know a lot about the history of India, talk a lot about the history of India here. So I guess for the next few minutes, I can answer your questions. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and then you can join us on Instagram for another hour of answering questions and everything like that. So thank you, Ethan, I appreciate that. Wow, Michael, that's just crazy. Let me see, would you rather? Nah, I'll take neither for 1,000, so yeah. But yeah, Friendly Neighborhood History channel. Yeah, I'm close to doing that. So yeah, it can, Lizard. The answer is it can. How many rocks are there? Way too many for us to count. But yeah, we're going to be on Instagram in just a few minutes for the Friendly Neighborhood History channel, where we talk about history in a neighborly, amicable manner. So if that's your thing, you're in the right place. Consider liking and subscribing, and then join us on Instagram in just a few minutes for our live stream there. We have a live stream every Friday, Saturday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sundays is our live stream Lek, where I talk about a particular historical topic or topics that I find interesting. That's on Sundays at 4, and we are doing live streams on other platforms now. We're getting a TikTok next week, and we're going live on Instagram in probably about 5 to 10 minutes, so join us there. I'm doing well, Collector. I hope you're doing well. Let me see. Take your time, Harry. No rush about it. Harry's one of my moderators. But yeah, if you have a question about history, I guess for the next few minutes I can answer it. Hello, Oladipo. A Muslim people? I didn't know there was a particular Muslim people. Sorry about your medication, Goddess. Hopefully I can put your headache to rest. I know I'm known to put people to sleep on this channel all the time from what I talk about, so there's that. How much would it cost you for you to get on the floor and bark like a dog? How much would it cost you to not ask stupid questions? Hopefully zero. This channel is about history and the like. So, is the war still going on in the Mediterranean? Which one? Not really. Thank you, Flame. I appreciate that. Yes, I want to know about the eunuch dynasty in China. Do you not know about it? I know a little bit about it. I've done an entire series, and I have a video, a long-form video. I drop long-form videos every Monday and Friday night about the Chinese imperial dynasties. Yep, Yara, I absolutely agree. The latest war, you mean Iran and Israel? So far, it's over. We'll see what happens next. Do you know anything about the history of the secret societies and mystery schools, like the Skull and Bones, the Rosicrucians? These are different semi-religious groups with different rites and practices, usually by people who are extremely wealthy and have a lot of geopolitical interest. Let me see, historic moment in your opinion on USA politics. I don't know what you mean by that. Where are you located? USA. Anubis, I believe he was the god of the underworld? Or death? How many people died in Iran? About 1,200, I think. You know anything about Las Vegas shooting? You're talking about the Mandalay Bay shooting a few years ago, 55 people died? Why do Mexicans think they own California? Because in 1821, when Mexico gained its independence from the Spanish Empire, which had controlled it for 2 centuries, it took over California and ran it for almost 30 years. Many of them do not do that, you will be banned. Thank you. Why California has the largest population? People have moved to California for many things, be it Hollywood or the gold rush or lands. It's been in the land of opportunity. It's been the land of opportunity. I don't know about that history, Matthew, so I can't speak to it. I don't know everything. Yes, that is a big number. Do you know anything about the rebellion of 1837, 1838 in Canada? I believe it was for autonomous self-rule, which they eventually achieved. Tell me about the Tudor courts. Which one? You mean the court of King Henry VIII, where you could basically be killed if you disagreed with him and were willing to express your views? Let me see. Mexico lost California to a Mormon army. Partially, yes. Yeah, lots of countries have boners about stuff like that. I am not doing the Lamar Jackson edit. Stop asking me. This is Patrick. Ancient Rome history as might help understand the modern present. Maybe the collapse of Rome, tantamount to the collapse of the United States, overspending, overextension, too much military intervention, and low birth rates. All huge problems. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm back because it's just not working on X. I can't do a chat there, so I'm here for now, and I want to get over to Instagram where you can join us. Tell about the Indian indentureship in 1800. You mean indentured servitude? I'm not doing the Lamar Jackson edit. Stop asking me that. Where's Harse? Harry, can you start banning these people? I'm doing okay. Taib, great to see you. Drew, great to see you. The Indians were basically indentured to the British. The British East India Company allowed people to pay off debts by becoming indentured servants, and the East India Company controlled India until the 1850s. Let me see here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I guess we got a little bonus action here on YouTube, which I really appreciate from everybody. I'm going to be going over to Instagram in a minute. I just want to put in the Instagram handle in the chat so you can all join us there. Thank you, Harry. What city are you in? I'm not going to say which city. China keeps on claiming India and land is theirs. What's your take on it? They're referring to Tibet, basically believing that they have a right to Tibet while the Indians believe it should be independent. I'm doing okay. Trying to figure out, wow, babe, that's really romantic. You really, really know how to make a guy feel like a movie star. Indians were actually Africans and not Asians until the white people took over and classified Caucasians. That's not true. The Indians are actually technically Aryans, just like the Persians and many of the Europeans. What land? I'm not doing the Lamar Jackson edit. Dear Lord. What is it from the line from SpongeBob? No. Is this Lamar Jackson? No, this is Patrick. Which are the different ministries to look for in the USA politics that tells about the policies? The ones that are really important right now, the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, deals with immigration law. Secretary of State, the State Department deals with foreign policy, which is extremely important. And the Treasury and Commerce deal with tariffs and trade deals. So yes. Kevin, if you mod, can you get put in the Instagram handle so we can move over there? Because that's where we're going next. Do you know the Jewish history at all? Rokin Jewish War? Not the Rokin Jewish War, but I talk about the Jewish War for Independence, the Arab-Israeli War. I talk about a lot of Jewish history. I'm not telling you how old you are. Oh, I love tacos, though. What did you think about Justice Jackson? Very stupid DEI loser. Are you the guy that writes Trump's quotes for him? Yeah. Kevin, if you know the Instagram and can put the social medias in the chat, then yes, you can be a mod. I just need somebody to do it so that we can get on over there. I'm sorry if I'm rushing through everything. Is North Korea still a threat? They're building a giant water park so they can get more tourists. I don't think they're a huge threat. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Harry, did you get it taken care of? Where is Noah's Ark? Not Mount Ararat, but supposedly that's where it went. Maybe it was destroyed or disassembled later on. We'll see if does it even exist? We don't know. Trump's son doing business in Pakistan. Is it true? Pretty much. No, Fundament, you oil up. Why are we talking about Trump? Because people ask about history and they know I'm a social scientist, and so they ask immediate questions about geopolitics because we do discuss it here on this channel, like I do on my Substack and on my Instagram and my Facebook. Show us your fridge. Why? Are you like starving and need to see pictures of food to make yourself endure? Do you know the history of Palestine, or do you know it's BS yet? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I know the history of Palestine. Show me your closet. Michael, if I show you my closet, you might come out of it. Do you like Trump? I don't say where I'm from or I don't say where my stances are politically. I'm a historian. I handle these issues from a historical and geopolitical perspective. Bussy, I'm only going to give you food if you ask nicely. Can I guess your age? Range in between. You can guess. I'm not going to say. Thank you for your like from Mexico. I really appreciate it. We have people from all over the globe who want to learn about history. Yeah, he would, Michael, but you're just jealous. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm sorry. It is Pride Month. Palestine is made-up country. They have no history or king or anything. Okay, then. I want to know your history, cutie. We've been doing this channel for about a year. We do live streams. We've done live streams for about a year. There you go. Let me see. What about the history of Palestine? Let's hear the TLDR of it. TLDR. The area was named by the Romans. The people who settled in it called it Palestine on and off throughout the different centuries. There were a group of Bedouinic and Arabic peoples and Semitic peoples who settled in that region over time, building some settlements and fortifications, but they had not developed an independent nation there. Eventually, Jews in the late 19th century started immigrating there, leading to the Zionist movement. The British took over it after the Ottomans were defeated during the Great War. And the British basically created a two-state solution between the Arab populations and the Jewish populations. The Arab populations did not like that the Jewish the idea and never agreed to it. In 1948, on May 14th, Israel declared its independence. The Arabs did not like that they had taken possession of a land, and they were displaced because they fought a war and lost a bunch of the land. For years to come, areas like Jordan and Egypt and Syria controlled areas like the Golan Heights, the West Bank, and Gaza. Eventually, the Palestinians themselves gained control of these areas in the 1990s. The Palestinians continue to demand that the Israelis in the occupation and control over most of the land, as well as the infrastructure of the land. This is why there's organizations like the Palestinian Authority and the PLO. A terrorist group called Hamas took over Gaza in 2005 when the Israelis gave it its independence. And on October 7th, 2023, they attacked the Israelis, leading to a clapback in which about 50,000 Palestinians have been killed by the Israelis in an ongoing war that really, really frickin' needs to end soon. There's a TLDR. I'm not answering any more questions about that. I'm sorry. Let me see. Why does the West Bank well have humongous ancient stones? Who created it? The megaliths. Who knows exactly where these megaliths, like Baalbek, came from? So we'll see. What's historical civilization? Would you choose to live if you had a choice excluding the United States and Britain? France. I love the French culture. I love the Vie de l'amour. I love Paris. Do you like George Carlin? Do you like George Carlin's brother, the historian? I don't know that, but I do like George Carlin. Who doesn't like George Carlin? SM, good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm just not in the mood to go into long esoteric debates. I'm trying to get my Instagram handle in the chat so you guys can come and join me on my Q&A. I'm usually a lot more friendly. This is the Friendly Neighborhood History channel. Yes, before the Romans, there was the Kingdom of Judah. Yeah, no. Yes, the Davidic kingdom predated any sort Islam by about 1,600 years. It is true. Can you talk about savages in early history of our country, like Fort Mims? Tell us about the Indians did to them. Native Americans had there are many different Native Americans of many different backgrounds who also had all sorts of different fights and competitions and stole land from one another, just like the Europeans stole it from them. Express your opinions in an argument. Please don't just put stupid slogans and emojis all over the place. Thank you, Harry, my wonderful moderator. I mean, we're doing well here, so. Oh, Ryan, hey girl to you too, but don't assume my gender. You've misgendered me. I'm so hurt. Yeah. Hey, ever happy. He asked for the TLDR, so I gave a TLDR because I'm tired of everybody wanting me to say one thing or another. I gave a basic historical outlook in less than 60 seconds. Yes, Bog, BGG, I couldn't mention all of it. I wouldn't say the PLO is a terrorist group. Yep, Blake, I told you that in confidence, don't drop it. People's IQs have indeed dropped. Does America get sanctions? From who? No. Okay, thank you for joining us. We got people from Israel, we got people from all of these places. Yeah, Netanyahu's in trouble when it comes to the court. Okay, Kevin, if you can put the IG handle in the chat, I will pin it and then you guys can join us. There, well, we'll continue the Q&A because everybody wants to talk. Oladipo, hello. Thank you, BGG, I appreciate it. I'm not defending genocide, SM. I said the war needs to end and too many Palestinians are dying. I have said that on many occasions. You just don't like it that I'm going to say that Israel has a right to exist in the land. You can say that and say there's, I don't believe there's a genocide, but you can say there's a genocide. You can say all of these things because they agree. Nate, no, not now. Maybe another time, but not now. You support the establishment of the United Nations Parliamentary Assembly. They kind of already have it with the General Assembly, don't they? I don't know, Karan. I just don't know. That question doesn't make any sense. Hey, what time is the live going to happen next? And what is the at? So, Brisus, I'm sorry. We weren't able to figure out X because of different reasons, but mainly they don't allow chatting in their live streams. So we're just going to go over to Instagram instead. Yeah. This platform is about history and social studies and the like, and for some reason, everybody just wants to ask about Israel and Palestine, and it seems like the trolls have calmed down because they have all been slammed to the ground. What about Israeli politicians talking about killing all Gazans? That's absolutely despicable. What about Hamas talking about killing all the Israelis and Iran talking about killing all the Israelis? The standards of which Israel is expected to behave are not standards that are ever applied to the Iranians because everybody just defaults to thinking that they're savages, and I think it's condescending and almost racist. Hold them to the same standard you hold the Israelis. Let me see. Hello, Xavier. Can you denounce Satan and all of his works? Let me see here. So we're waiting to get the social media for Instagram. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. I don't know what the Instagram @ is. You guys can go to my YouTube channel and the homepage there and see it. Maybe Brisas or Kevin, if you guys can do that and just type it in the chat, I will be able to take us there next. Hi, Renessa. Did you put it up? I didn't see it, Kevin. Let me see. I need to put all chats. Oh, good. He's finally got the... Okay, Harry has got it. Harry, my wonderful moderator, has it. Oh, that's the website. I think you misspelled Instagram. @friendlyhistory_1. So @friendlyhistory_1. Go there, like and subscribe this live. You can see my short videos every day. I've got long form content Mondays and Fridays at 8 p.m. And we have a Q&A Ask Me Anything for an hour on YouTube. Fridays and Saturdays from 6 to 7 and then Eastern. And then Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I do a live stream about different historical topics. No, Trump is not a king. That's okay, fair. Barbarian and savage were used about Europeans. I can understand that. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate you doing that. Yes, I'm a secret Zionist. Yes, a secret Zionist. I mean, just because I won't say Israel doesn't have a right to exist, that doesn't make me a Zionist. That just makes me a human. Just like the Palestinians have a right to exist in their own state. And yes, everybody's a historian all of a sudden until I show up. Can we talk to you about your window treatments? Yeah, probably. Thank you, James. And yes, like the live, subscribe for more. Okay. All right, good. Sorry, I was in a rushed mood because we're trying to get out of here. We're going to go and do an Instagram for a Q&A, Ask Me Anything for an hour. So join us there and follow us on Instagram. Love you too. No mo, but love you too. BGG, thank you for your insights. Grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. Leonardo, did you not hear the last 5 minutes? No Lamar Jackson edits. I am not going to do the edit for a guy who can't win a Super Bowl. Sorry. Look up the Lost City at Pathfinder Reservoir. I will be sure to do that. Yeah, thank you for your mission, Harry. I appreciate your service. Why did you create the Balfour Declaration? Because it seems people think you did. Yes, I am the one who's just know that Candace Owens and all these other people are talking about me when they're talking about the secret guy who runs the cabal between Jews and the United States government. And I am secretly doing that in between my busy life of making history videos. That's all an illusion, just so that I can help the Zionists. I mean, come on, seriously. Five Guys is great. And I look like Obama. Maybe more like Obama's mom than Obama. Lamar Jackson's a football player. Please introduce me to a genuine platform that can earn me money. Debt is killing me, sister. This one is, I earn money here, so there's a possibility. And if you donate or join, you can help me earn money to help the channel. Native Americans do not understand the concept of use of the wheel. A lot of them, some of them did, some of them did not. It all depends. But I am not Lord Balfour. Alfred Balfour was I think it was Alfred or Alfred, it's one of those. I think it's Alfred. Alfred Balfour was the British Foreign Secretary, and he released a statement that is so shocking and horrible that just said, the Jews have a right to a state in Israel. Shocking. Yes, definitely a Rothschild, definitely. Friendly neighborhood history, last name Rothschild. Anyways, hello Abhishek. Sovereign, please don't. Anyways, so you've got the Instagram there at friendlyhistory_1. That's where we're going now, where we can actually do a live stream that has a chat in it rather than X where they don't have a chat. But follow us on X as well and everything. I forget the handle there, sorry. But yes, I appreciate everyone joining for this very short impromptu live stream. Can you grab the camera for a Lamar edit? Jeez. No. I'm this close to giving in, but no. And yes, Bohemian Grove, yep, I'll be there. I'll be sitting right next to George Soros and who else? And Trump, and we'll be sacrificing the bullock and all of that crap. I'm glad that you came here, BGG. You have a lot of good insights. Who are they take land from one people to give it to others? Can I take over your house? No, it's wrong. No, I'm not saying it's good for the Israelis to settle in the West Bank. That doesn't mean they don't have a right to be in the land. The idea that the Palestinians had a developed civilization and cities that were just stolen by Jews is wrong. Now, resettlement of the West Bank seems to be a big problem. But the Palestinians did not own any land in Palestine until the 1960s. So, yes, Lord Salisbury. I love his steaks. All right. Anyways, I will see you over on Instagram. This is the Friendly Neighborhood History Channel, where we bring you history in a neighborly, friendly manner. Join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, for our Q&A, so you can keep the vibes going. If you can't join us on Instagram, we're very sorry. But thank you to all the trolls who just made my day easy by allowing me to make jokes about you. Can we go shopping for window treatments? Absolutely, James, anytime you want. What are the common misconceptions about the pyramid's construction? That it was made by aliens. Yeah, all right. Thank you for joining us from Pakistan and everyone else. What do you think about, yeah. Okay, come on Sunday, interesting facts, because I'm going to be talking about Pride Month and all of that stuff. Where did the Palestinians live? They lived in some of that area, but they didn't own any of that area. There's a difference. There was no Palestinian government before the 1960s. So, thank you, Zane. I really appreciate that. I have not lied from my face. I didn't know there was another place I could lie from, but it's not my face. See you guys on Instagram. Take care, and as always, love history. Bye-bye now.